Good morning, students. We are coming to the somewhat to the end of this lesson, acid bases and salts. Next, we have to study are the crystals of salts really dry? In order to explain this concept, one activity was mentioned. Take some copper sulfate in a dry test tube. We know the color of copper sulfate is blue in color. You take it in a dry test tube and heat it. What are the different observations we are going to get from this? As I told you before, please understand the theory part. All these activities we will do in the lab. If we heat this copper sulfate, we can see some droplets of water on the top side of the boiling tube. Why this happens? In order to explain this concept, actually, please go through this equation. CuSO4.5H2O, that is the formula for copper sulfate. Then you will be having a doubt, what is this 5H2O? This is the water of crystallization. We'll name this as copper sulfate pentahydrate. Copper sulfate pentahydrate. This is blue in color. When this is heated, this 5H2O, that is the water of crystallization, that is coming as a droplet on the top side of the boiling tube, and copper sulfate is kept coming separately. Actually, the interesting thing is CuSO4.5H2O is blue in color. When it is heated, we are getting CuSO4, which is called anhydrous copper sulfate, that is white in color. So here, by seeing this equation, we can understand that this 5 molecules of water of crystallization is removed when we heat this compound, copper sulfate. Now there are some other compounds like Na2CO3.10H2O. This is sodium carbonate decahydrate. Then CaSO4.2H2O. This is called a gypsum. This we can name it as calcium sulfate dihydrate. Next, CaSO4.5H2O. This is called a calcium sulfate hemihydrate. So, if you observe these compounds, we can see that in sodium carbonate, Na2CO3, there is 10 molecules of water of crystallization. Here it is 2 molecules and here it is half molecules. So, what is water of crystallization? Water of crystallization can be defined as the fixed number of water molecules present in one formula unit of a salt. Okay. Now, the one more compound we have to study here is plaster of Paris, which we call it as POP, P-O-P, plaster of Paris. How it is obtained? When CaSO4.2H2O, that is calcium sulfate dihydrate, when it is heated to 373 Kelvin, exactly, we are getting CaSO4.5H2O plus 1.5 H2O. Here we can see that these 2 molecules of water of crystallization, that is splitting to half molecules of water and 1.5 molecules of water. That's why I told this temperature should be maintained exactly. Otherwise, what happens is these 2 molecules of water of crystallization that is fully removed from the compound, and we are getting CaSO4 plus 2H2. That CaSO4 is called burned plaster, which we cannot use. Actually, this POP, plaster of Paris, is used in hospitals for fractured bones. Then it is also used for making toys, then for decoration purpose, etc. So, if you take this POP, CaSO4.5H2, and add a little bit of water, again we can see that it is gypsum we are getting back. So see this equation, CSO4 dot half H2O plus 1 and a half H2O gives CSO4 dot 2 H2. Okay. So by this, the second lesson is over. I'm getting a very few response from actually 10th standard. So whatever the doubts, please clear it off. And some MCQ questions, some question answers are given at the end of the lesson. Try to do it in the classwork or test notebook, whatever it may be. Better do it in the test notebook. Then I'm planning to conduct a class test within 2 to 3 days. So before that, please clear off your doubts, and I will upload one homework, some worksheet in the Google Classroom. Okay. So within this coming 2 to 3 days, I request you all, please clear off the doubts. I will conduct a test, then only I can go to the next lesson. Okay. Thank you.